Hey guys, so Warm Bodies. This movie is about a zombie apocalypse that happens, but there is this group uh, uh, of humans that are still surviving the zombie apocalypse, and then there's this group of skeletons who are called the Bonies, and these Bonies are pretty much the zombies, but except these zombies, if they keep on eating people, they become these bony things that are kind of like skeletons that kind of scream at you like it's really creepy. And the story of this movie is this one zombie named R. He actually, for some reason, still has human in him somehow because he can still think and he can still kind of speak a little. But there's a lot of narration that goes on through this whole entire movie, and it's all about R, the character R, and the reason why um, his name is R, well, in this movie. Is because his name actually starts with the letter R, but he just can't remember because if you know, dead corpses can't remember anything after they've been infected by the zombie blood. But yeah, yeah, as the film keeps going and it keeps progressing, you start to really care. You start to really care about everybody on screen, and that's what I love about a film is that when you care about a lot of people on screen, you got a good movie. And I wish that you can see more movies where you can just care about everybody on screen, and you can actually uh, um, will will have feelings for these characters and have a sense of character depth and character build up, and character development, obviously. And the character R feels bad for this girl named Julia that he falls in love with. And this girl named Julia, she's a badass, man, because well, she kills off zombies left and right, and she's a really cool badass in this movie, played by um, I think her name is Teresa Palmer. Yeah, that's her name. She does a really good job as this character Julie because she had a boyfriend named Barry, who the the zombie character, the main zombie character, are killed Barry by eating his brains and stuff, and uh, and later on in the film, uh, the zombie character R, he feels bad for Barry, who is Julie's boyfriend. I think it's either Julie or Julie, but yeah, Julie's boyfriend, Barry, and R feels really bad about that. Eating his brains. He doesn't want to eat any brains, but he just kind of does. He just goes for it because he's a dead corpse. Like, there's nothing you can expect but a zombie that eats brains, and that's just what zombies do. They eat corpses. They eat dead people. That's just what zombies are. But he tries to, well, learn how to be but this zombie that tries to learn how to be a human again, you get a sense and you start to care about the zombie. Like you feel bad for him. Is that well, and if it rains, he actually can feel the raindrops on his arms, and he can get cold because zombies can't get cold, dead corpses can't get cold, and they can't feel pain. And this movie expresses that very beautifully, and I love that about this movie. This movie truly, yeah, it is fantastic. This movie is just awesome. I loved Warm Bodies. It's one of the best movies of the year, actually, and I can't find a film like this, I just don't know why people compare this movie to Twilight. That is an awful comparison, guys. This movie's excellent. I really love Warm Bodies. I do have a few issues. I do have a few flaws with the movie, and that is that I, I, I wanted like a little bit more backstory about the character R and how he was in the past when he wasn't a zombie yet, and how his life was, and what his real name was. You know, that was my main. That was my only issue with the film. That was it. That was the only issue I had with the movie. Overall, this movie is really fun. I mean, it's clever. It knows what it is. Look. It knows that it's trying to be a a, a fictional movie that that's well knows what it's doing. It knows that it's trying to be a fun movie that has a lot of heart to it, also. And I loved a lot of things about Warm Bodies. It's one of my favorite movies of the year so far, even though the year's almost over. But still, it's one of my favorite movies of the year. So Warm Bodies, I still very much enjoyed Warm Bodies. I'm truly going to give it an A minus. It's definitely a great movie. I had a lot of fun with it. I just had that one issue I had with it is that I just wanted to know a little bit more um, about the main character R, who is a zombie that still somehow has a mind. But later on in the movie, you'll know what's going on later on in the movie because I'm not going to spoil this movie too much, even though it's almost the end of the year. But you still need to check out this movie for yourself to understand it because it is just pretty awesome. I mean, it's really good. That's all I gotta say. See Warm Bodies. You will not be disappointed if you check it out, and I recommend you watch it. So, yeah. If you guys seen Warm Bodies, just let me know what you thought of it. I will check down in the comments and see what you said. I'll check down in the comments and see what you guys thought. So, yeah, I'm gonna turn off the camera now. So I'll see you guys later. So see you later. Goodbye.